Well said. We're seeing Shawn Michaels make all these match announcements as we've got a stage full of ministry and a ring full of the union. And we keep getting shots of these armed security guards, these SWAT guys protecting Vince McMahon and his crew. And everybody's gotten a match. Like Ken Shamrock's going to be wrestling against China, and Paul Bear's got some action. And I mean, everybody has an assignment, including the ladies. So Sean's just sort of running through exactly what we're going to see later on the program. It's a nice way to sort of set the hook on a show. We're only about 20 minutes in without commercials, but there's going to be a reveal that of the three men who were hooded back there, one is Pat Patterson. He's going to make the big reveal. The other is Gerald Briscoe. And that leaves a third man to sort of unmask and reveal his identity. And it's Shawn Michaels. So this was actually taped. Everyone thought it was live. And notice even the way they're shooting Shawn was very ECW style. They're moving the camera forwards and backwards. They're trying different things with the angles. But I thought this presentation of he's not here, he's in San Antonio because he's our acting commissioner. Oh no, never mind. He was in the ring the whole time. That swerve, bro. Russo lived for that, did he not?
Oh my. Well, and that's where I was going just a second ago, and I didn't follow up on it. Like peak Attitude Era, that in a positive way, because as you said, your fandom had kind of waned, and this was not the Dave Meltzers of the world, or the Wade Kellers, or the online audience. They at times despise this content because the in-ring product, the actual bell-to-bell wrestling, was probably at its peak as the least emphasized. But on the flip side, more story, more reveal. Bro, you ain't kidding. It was 90% story and 10% bell-to-bell action. And I may be off on my percentages, but here's the reveal as you're watching. It's interesting. And the live audience, you had to be in the arena. They ate this stuff. And I look for a crowd shot here and see how they respond.
Yeah, when his helmet comes off, you just look at the background and you'll see, look, everybody comes to their feet when they realize it. Like these surprises, I mean, and Eric's talked about this a lot. So we're not shitting on Vince Russo. I know some people will say that we're taking shots at Russo. I'm not, because Eric was pretty clear in the studies that he had done when he first sort of got the helms of WCW, that what wrestling fans valued was surprises almost above all else. So when he talks about the Sarsa formula of Nitro, the first S was surprise. And this is it. I mean, nobody expected to see Shawn out here. Well, they thought he was in San Antonio and he's on the screen. No, he's in the ring. That's well done.
Have we ever talked about the focus groups we did at TNA when we worked with Spike? Have I ever gone into detail on that?
Even if you have, let's hear about it.
But just real quick, and I don't want to, because we could even talk about this, but you sit behind, what do you call that? One way, you can see the
two-way glass.
Yeah, that glass, whatever. And they watch different episodes. And at the time, obviously, we had them watch TNA. We watched an episode of Impact. We watched Raw. We watched SmackDown. But you watch wrestling fans, and they're in three different categories: hardcore. I think it's a casual watcher, and then I don't think we use lapse fan. I think we use that internally. But three different versions on kind of what folks liked and disliked and all the different feedback. And man, it was amazing. The universal, without question, what people liked was basically the action 90 seconds before the bell and after the bell. So, it's the before and after. The in-ring content was not always at a premium. And it certainly wasn't for, we'll call it the lapse fan. Some folks just don't want to watch. And it was a very interesting dynamic and very kind of all the different things. And we had questions. And then Conrad, during the whole, it was a morning session and afternoon session. They gave us the ability, the people leading the focus groups would come into the room and say, hey, do you guys got any specific questions you want us to ask? And as a team, we would come up with 3 or 4. Conrad, it is truly amazing how people can watch the same program and have completely different opinions and feedback. But when they're categorized in these groups, to me, it's very revealing, understanding, okay, you got to write a show that obviously wants your hardcore folks to enjoy it. But on the other hand, to grow your audience, you got to do some things that, man, they're not going to be favorites of your weekly watchers. And so the balance of that was amazing to kind of work through.
We're about to see Big Show wrestle Paul Bear. That's a sentence you never thought you would hear, but it goes about the way you would think it does. Yeah.
Big in jeans.
Hey guys, Eric Bischoff here. Now, if you need cash without the controversy, the team at SaveWithConrad.com can help. But don't take my word for it.
Hi, my name is Richard Smith. I'm from Moss Point, Mississippi. One of my friends at work said I just been refinancing and my interest rate was 9%. And he said he got his for 2.3. So I said, well, maybe I should try. Got a hold of Diane. She kept in touch the whole entire time. We owned 2 houses and we rented one out and my renter quit paying. So we gave it back to the mortgage company. And because we did that, we had to wait 3 years for an FHA loan to go back through. The one thing that Conrad said on his podcast was, we'll never tell you no. We might say, not now, this is what we need to do. And we'll make sure we get it done. Well, prime example, 3 years. And when they say no money out of pocket, there's no money out of pocket. They figure it out. But like, she was so quick that, don't worry about this. I got this first. That's what impressed me the most. My name is Richard Smith, and I saved $700 a month with SaveWithConrad.com.
And unlike the dirt sheets, these reviews don't lie. With over 1,000 5-star reviews, find out for yourself how much Conrad and his team can save you by checking out SaveWithConrad.com and do it today.
NMLS number 32416, equal housing lender, SaveWithConrad.com. Hey, it's Conrad Thompson here to tell you a little more about what AdFreeShows.com is all about. Get early, ad-free access to more than a dozen of your favorite wrestling podcasts every single week, starting at just $9. That's less than 20 cents an episode each month. And yes, you can listen to them all directly through Apple Podcasts or your regular podcast apps. How easy is that? Ad-Free Shows also has thousands of hours worth of bonus content and docuseries like Title Chase, Eric Fires Back, Conversations with Conrad, and The Insiders. Plus new series like The Book with David Crockett, Monday Mailbags with Mike Chioda and Nick Patrick, and a whole lot more. And you want to talk about early? You can't get any earlier than listening to the shows live. You can be a part of the live studio audience as we record the podcast. Plus, ride shotgun alongside your favorite childhood heroes for live watch-alongs, Q&As, and other interactive experiences every single month. Come on now, see for yourself what thousands of other wrestling fans from around the world have discovered, that AdFreeShows.com is the best value in wrestling. Check it out today, and hey, when you do, the first week is completely free. AdFreeShows.com.